All right, should we start, you guys? All right, so Monty went live and he actually kept the live up, which I was shocked. So, yeah, I'm going to play it. And I thought I'd start it at the 131 mark of the September 23rd. The rapture has been postponed. Okay, so we're going to listen to the audio. Here we go. This is a video. We got old Montagraph. Here we go.
Can I ring from England? Nah, I don't like calling England because then I gotta do the freaking charges or whatever. I think you can call me. There's a way to call me, reroute the call through maybe a VoIP system. That's the best way to do it. So look, if you want to call me, here, let me show you how to do it. I'm gonna learn you how to do it. Okay, you ready? What you do is you get your phone, go to Google Voice. Google Voice bought a technology back in 2003 called Grand Central. Those are the key programmers over there. There are two guys. Anyway, they purchased that telecommunication networking system. It's almost like Skype, but it was kick-ass. Go get a VoIP system for free, and then call me from there because you're using the internet to call me. And then it's free. Hello. Hold on a second. Listen, other people are going to listen to our conversation. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I know I'm on the air. This is Max Meeks.
Oh, okay. All right. What's going on with you?
You and I spoke 3 years ago on a Sunday night, and I went in the next day and told all my coworkers about it on Monday morning at my day job. And the next morning, I got run off the road.
You got run off the road. Why would that be?
Yeah, like I was going to work at 5:30 in the morning, and a car came straight at me head on, and I had to drive my car all the way off the road in the grass in order not to have a head-on collision.
Okay, and what you think that had something to do with me?
Yeah,
no.
We talked for 2 hours. And you were talking about Alex Jones and his first wife and how her father was connected to the CIA and all this other stuff. And I had been already banished for 10 years after being on a radio show called Caravan to Midnight with John B. Wells.
Okay, I remember. I know John. Yeah. Okay.
So I was on Caravan to Midnight in 2015. I sold 120 books that day. And then during the next week, I was selling books. And then a week later, it was like somebody just unplugged the whole thing and everything dropped to zero. And I disappeared off Google from 2015 all the way up until COVID.
Banning people over that, but okay, all right.
I'm so sorry. I will not say the C word.
All right, thank goodness. All right. So, anyways, here's the thing. Why would that have something to do with me?
Well, no, you called me. You looked me up, and then you called me and you said, "Are you?" And you used my legal name. And then you read me off my home address of the house I grew up in.
Yeah, why did I do that? Were you being naughty? Because that's the only reason why I do that.
No, I was not being naughty. I had posted in the live chat, I was like, in some way calling you out or saying like, hey, I'm a censored person. Come talk to me. Come find me. And then you went and looked me up and called me up on a Sunday night.
Okay.
So
you and I
talked for 2 hours.
Okay. So in other words, what you're saying is you're one of the guys that said, okay, well, dox me, and then you got doxed, right?
Not even dox me. Like,
well, yeah. If I got your home number and I got everything about you, that's exactly what happened to you. Well, all I'm just trying to say is that people do that to me sometimes. They're like, well, you think you're so good, dox me. And I'm like, okay, you sound like one of those. So listen.
No, totally not. No, like, you were super nice. You called me up.
Yeah.
And we talked about all kinds of things. I mean, you and I spoke. Like I said, I think it was almost for a 2-hour conversation. You were talking about Alex Jones being controlled opposition.
Yeah.
And we talked about all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying is,
I told you I was a nobody, and I wanted to remain a nobody.
Yeah, okay.
And you were talking to me about being mapped. You talked to me about your son having.
I don't have a son. I don't have a son, so that's impossible. I don't have any children.
You told me.
I don't have a son.
The phone call I got. All right. Well, then if
You said you got a good memory. I don't have a son.
Using your voice, you did tell me at that time you had a son.
I don't have a son. I would never tell anybody I have a son. I don't have any kids. None. It wasn't me you talked to. You talked to somebody else.
Neither do I, but the exact likeness of yourself called me up that night, spoke for 2 hours, said they had a son, told me the son was the salty cracker.
That's definitely not me. The salty cracker is too old to be my son.
I mean, that's a bizarre.
No, dude, you're, excuse me. No. Listen, bud, you're, believe me, you're dreaming, okay? Because the reason why I say this, salty cracker has not been around that long. He hasn't been around that long.
This was 3 years ago.
I know 3 years ago is not that long.
3 years ago he's been there.
I understand, but 3 years ago is not that long ago. It's just,
This
that's
is
not long
wild.
ago. All
When
I'm just
I
trying
heard
to say is, I would never
wild.
tell you.
I was told by the person.
It's
Can you believe that? When I heard this, I'm like, so this guy thinks Salty Cracker is Monty's son. That is just wild to me. And then I started thinking about it of how they both look. And I was like, wow, well, they have a lot of similarities, actually. And Monty's like, this is wild to me. That's why I had to do this.
well, it's not me, okay? It's not me. Now, if I've been known to do that to people. Hold it. Let me finish. If you're in my channel and you're sitting there antagonize me, going, you think you're so good, dox me, and then after the show I dox you and call you out. Yeah, I've done that to people before because they're being, snotty, just like Jason Diaper. He's making all kinds of stupid comments. He's already been identified and located.
To the ones who carry us. Key state.
We got a long commercial.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back. Get your dream pizza for just $9.99 online. Only at Domino's.
Need more power? You need tougher doughs. The KitchenAid Bowl Lift Stand Mixer.
You really milks it.
This is Buick. Now. Buick.
He's making all kinds of stupid comments. He's already been identified and located. And he's sitting there threatening me. I'm thinking, dude, are you something wrong with you, boy? Don't be threatening me. I'll be on the phone with your dad.
I'm not at all.
I'm not talking about you. Dude, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying these people, they antagonize me. And yes, I've done that. So I can see that, yes, I might have done that. But I would never tell you I had a son because I don't have a son. I would never tell you it's Salty Cracker because, to be quite honest, Salty Cracker is too old to be my son.
Okay. Well, that's what was told.
You're remembering something that I never said. I would never say that.
Well, no. If you never called me, you never called me. I'm telling you, your likeness was used and called me.
Uh-oh. You might be putting it on private. Well, I already got the part. That was the best part, was the beginning. Wow. Is he putting it on mute private right now? What's going on here? Let's just move it forward a teeny hair. What the hell happened? I bet you he put it on private because of me. Let's see.
I would never tell you that Salty Cracker was my son. That's impossible. The only way I would say that is if I was joking. Okay, maybe I was joking, but I would never say that because I don't have any kids.
If you were joking about him being your son, I can accept that.
Oh my lord. Okay, so
definitely, I was led to believe. You and I spoke for 2 hours.
All right.
I went into my work the next day, told all my coworkers about it. I was excited because I thought I could promote my book. And then the next morning, I was run off the road, and I was like, oh boy, I probably shouldn't connect to big, YouTube channel.
I'm not a big YouTube channel. I'm puny. I'm puny.
Your channel's pretty big.
No, it's not.
80,000?
No, I don't. I don't even have 74. Listen, let me tell you something. I have a puny channel. Salty Cracker has got like 1 million subscribers or 800,000. I have a tiny channel, teeny tiny. So for somebody to run you off the road, it has nothing to do with me. Nobody that I'm aware of knows who you are, and they don't even care. Okay?
You want to hear a bigger coincidence?
What?
that afternoon, I got home from work, and that night I tuned in to AJ because at that time I watched it regularly. And he opens his show, and he's juggling a dagger in his hand, and he's singing "On the Road Again" by Willie Nelson.
Okay. What does that got to do with me?
On the road, I found it to be a wild coincidence. Maybe we're in a simulation or something stupid. And so I get run off the road that day. I turn into my show that I watch. And AJ, who you were talking about the Sunday night before, and how he's connected with the CIA, controlled opposition, and all this.
Yeah, so what? He still is. I just said that he is. Be careful. Dude, I don't want you being run off the road again. Why are you calling me again? Are you trying to get run off the road again? What's wrong with you?
Subject. I think it's fascinating that I spoke. I was on John B. Wells' show in 2015. I pitched my book. He totally seemed to like me that day. And then a week later, I was vanished. I was gone.
Gone.
Totally vaporized.
And then here you are calling me again because you want to have some road rage freaking experiences again or something.
No, I do not. I don't want to have road rage. When you see a character like Charlie Kirk get assassinated, people that believe in God, that are Christians, that think they have a soul, that makes them more bold to go out and say, I don't want to live in a nightmare world. If you're trying to take
I know that.
Just take me out. I don't want to be here living in some totally controlled hellscape.
I know that. Listen, all I'm just trying to say is you're calling me back up because I don't know, maybe do you have something you're trying to sell now, like dirty underwear you're trying to sell? Now you're not going to sell any more dirty underwear because you're calling me.
I'm not trying to sell dirty underwear.
And somebody's going to run your bicycle off the road.
I do not drive a bicycle. That's funny though that you said it was a bicycle.
Yeah, that's right. See there, I've been looking in your garage. Sure is. You just got a bicycle last week. You sure did.
No, call it a scooter. How about that? A scooter.
All right, a scooter. He's got a hardly a Davidson. Okay, that's what he's got.
I have, according to my ex-coworkers, a super gay car, and then also a scooter.
Okay, so first of all, when you went to your coworkers and you told them about it, they're like, first of all, who is this Montagraph dude, and why do we care? And then next thing you know, you're being run off the road. That doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah, they never heard of you. And
exactly.
Your show's way over all their heads. And the funniest thing I remember from the conversation is that I told you, I was just out in the open with it. I was like, well, you're an eccentric guy. And you go, whoa, what do you mean I'm eccentric? I'm like, well, Monty, you're kind of eccentric. You're like, and I told you, you're brilliant, but you're not a normal, everyday person walking around, You're kind of an eccentric guy. And you were offended at it, and I found that to be fun. And I told you I was eccentric as well.
Yeah, well, not only are you eccentric, but you're a horrible driver.
What do you mean I'm a horrible driver?
You don't even know how to deal with somebody trying to run you off the road to get them mad.
When I got to work that day, on the Tuesday, when I was run off the road, I told my coworkers, I said, oh my God, I was run off the road this morning. I had to go all the way off the road in the grass and, avoided the collision. And my one coworker, he just, without even pausing, he just goes, evasive maneuvers. That was just what came right out of his mouth. It was just a joke to him. The coworkers at the job that I was at, which I'm not going to.
You're driving me to drink, buddy. Okay.
My coworkers were so desensitized from a lifetime of horrors that we all, and I'm lumping myself in with them, we all ended up at a certain type of job that abused people end up in.
All right, excuse me. I hate I got to interrupt you, but you're an anesthesiologist over here. Hold on a second. Let me go get on. Your anesthesiologist, Eagles Harley, has said that you need to go smoke a joint. So I don't know what's going on, but your anesthesiologist has spoken, and you better go smoke one out. Go fire one out, buddy.
That's not my deal. That makes my night.
The freaking guys in the chat log are funnier than hell. Oh, Clammy Davis Jr.'s in the house now, and you know you're in trouble when Clammy Davis Jr.'s in here.
Wait, hold on, Clammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, he's in the chat room. Clammy Davis Jr. just showed up. What's wrong with you? You know that it's serious now when he shows up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'm going to let you go, Mr. Meat. So I don't know what you're carrying on about. And, you know, you seem pretty uptight. But you don't have to give me $2 every second to have me chat with you. All you have to do is the @ sign and then Montagraph.
Monty, there's no way you would not remember calling me up on Sunday night and talking for 2 hours. And so maybe someone else used your likeness.
No, dude. Look, here's the thing. I talk to a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of people for as long as you do. Okay, so you should ask around. I'm that type of person. Who am I? I'm nobody. If somebody calls me up, they need help or whatever, I'll try to do the best I can. But if not, we'll have a little chitty chat. But it's nothing. Who the hell am I? I'm nobody. You just said I'm eccentric. So, I mean, nobody wants to be associated with me. And the people that would, will run you off the road.
The people that would run me off the road.
Apparently so, because you're in their way. It's like, no, money is mine, buddy. Now get out of the way.
Oh, come on.
That's what I'm saying. You see how ridiculous this sounds from my point of view? You're telling me that somehow I'm responsible for someone to run you off the road. It's ridiculous.
No, I'm not telling you you're responsible. I'm saying that maybe myself coming out of being in a total obscurity and attempting to reconnect and start promoting my books again that were, in my opinion, highly censored, that brought a response to tell me, keep your mouth shut, don't try to promote your books, stay in oblivion.
All right.
Stay quiet.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right.
Your channel, in my opinion, at that time, you had I believe, 80,000 subscribers.
All right. No, I didn't. I never had 80,000 subscribers. There you go, lying again. I know everything about me. I know everything about my channel.
What's the most anonymous subscribers you ever had?
Right now, this is what I've had. And here's the thing. If I told you how many views I've had since I've been on here, you would not believe me. But it's just shy of 100 million.
A ton of views.
It's just shy of 100 million. I know it doesn't say that, but if you go look at all the videos, I delete them. I don't give up on nothing. You're up a week and I just take them down. Up a week, I take them down. I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing about views. Who gives them nothing? It doesn't matter. All this views and subscribers, it means nothing. All it can be taken away in 5 seconds. And it is. It's taken away all the time. Well, did it hang out?
Well,
look at all the people that lost their channels back in 2020. It doesn't mean nothing.
What do you think about simulation theory?
I think it's a simulation to think about simulation theory.
That's a non-answer. That's a nothing.
If it was, first of all, if it was a simulation, what happens after a simulation? Does that mean all the parties involved in simulation never existed?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the light just goes out, but
maybe
I
so.
don't know. I believe in a soul and in reincarnation myself.
Okay. You better be careful what you say online. You better be careful what you say. You better be careful what you say online. Somebody could be listening. Might want to run you off the road again.
Well, wouldn't it be nice though if we don't get it right to be able to come back and try again and try to learn? And maybe some of us are just slow learners, and it takes lifetimes. And I'll lump myself right in with that group.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, anyways, well, thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it. And yeah, I of course don't want to be run off the road again in a day or two. But
right.
after a public figure gets shot, sometimes the people who do these things, they're trying to intimidate, but it has the opposite effect.
Yeah, you already went through that, and I agree with you. Yeah, you're right.
That's all, and that's why I'm on the phone.
All right, Mr. Meeks. All right, Mr. Meeks. On down the road you go. I'm sorry you got ran off the road. I'm sorry that your book sales flopped, but hopefully you're back.
Why do you go trashing the book sales? Maybe
I didn't trash it. I'm repeating what you said. Just settle down, whiner. Now I'm just repeating what you said.
I got vaporized a week after.
I just said that. I'm acknowledging it. So hopefully you can write about how to drive properly on the road, and you can sell more books. What do you think?
Monty, I sent you more than enough money for you to check out my audiobook if you want to.
But I'm not. What is the book about? I'm not interested in it. If I was interested in it, I would have listened to it already. I don't even know what you're talking about.
See, but if you and I spoke on the phone 3 years ago,
you said you sent me an email. Wait a minute. You said you sent me an email. What email did you send it to?
The email address had the word Illuminati in it.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Okay, you're right. Okay, I do have an email address like that, but I didn't receive any books. And if I did, then let me just tell you on electronic level on how it goes. I have servers with Area 51. You got that? That means our security is so tight, you better have a good reason why you're coming through. So if you send me big files, it probably purged them in the purge file, which is not a lie.
It's not a big file. A Word document's a little teeny tiny file.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A file size has got, 541 kilobytes can do all kinds of damage to a computer. Right?
Well, either way.
Have you ever heard of IP snares? An IP snare can be 1 pixel.
I know.
So,
I know
come
you're
on.
a genius.
I'm not a genius. I'm just not stupid. I'm just saying that it's possible that it read the file, or it read whatever kind of file you sent and said, no, we're not going for it, and it purged it. So what I'm saying is, give me the benefit of doubt, because my security is high on my email, because there's a lot of scams, and there has been ever since the internet's been available. Just saying.
Well, I definitely give you the benefit of doubt. And
Okay.
like I said, you were super nice, but I was all excited. The next morning, I went into my work, and telling my coworkers about it, because I thought, oh my God, I had written one book 10 years ago, and then I wrote a different one 5 years ago, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be able to launch the books finally, because I had talked to you, I sent them to you, and your channel is kind of big, and the subject is totally in line, Monty, of the things you talk about.
Okay. All right, I got it. Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the permission. You can get in here. Don't give any links down, because YouTube will purge them. But just give people the name of the book in the comment section, and try your best.
Why not just verbally? Can I just say
Just
verbally?
No, you can't, because if you do that, then somebody's going to try to run you off the road again, and then you'll hold me responsible.
Oh, come on. Monty, I just told you, I'm not afraid of being run off the road. I've been living in exile for the last 10 years.
He called to promote his shitty book. That's what he did. He called to promote his garbage book again that flatlined 5 years ago. Okay, well, what's the name of it?
The American Exile Trilogy.
Most people can't even spell that. So, okay.
Yes, they can. Your
No, they
audience
can't.
is way smarter than that.
Okay, hold on a second. How many pages is it?
Over 300.
You don't have the exact page count?
I don't have it right in front of me. I mean,
Oh, for goodness sake, you'd think if you're the publisher of a book, you'd know exactly how many pages there are. How much does it normally go for?
I've edited it before.
How much does it go for?
312 pages.
All right, and what does it usually price out at when it first was?
It's around, I don't know, $14.
$14 for 312 pages?
Yeah, for a paperback book, but there's an audio book for like $5.
Oh, okay. Somebody already pulled it up. It says $13.99 on Amazon. See, there, the people are getting you right now. The next thing you know,
I told you $14.
listen, I'll tell you what, whatever you do, you better get an umbrella because instead of cars, there might be planes coming after you next, okay? Because, you know, we've upgraded.
Monty, I welcome it. Dude, I've been living in exile for 14 years. You don't understand.
You know why? Because your book is too freaking expensive. And people are like, $14 for this?
Monty, have you ever watched the movie Cool Head Luke?
Of course I have. You're the guy that ate all the eggs. I'm not dumb,
I'm
dude.
the guy that did eat all the eggs. That's been my reality, but not for 2 years like Luke. It's been for the last 10 years.
All right. Listen, I gotta go, dude. I gotta go. It's 1 hour and 55 minutes. I gotta get going because I don't like my shows going on 2 hours.
Monty, thank you for calling me.
You're the one that called me. What are you talking about? Stop accusing me of calling you.
You called me first. Hold up. You called me first 3 years ago, and you read me back the address that I went to grade school.
All right. Big deal. That's because you're a bot. You're probably harassing me.
I was not harassing you.
Okay, all right. Look. Here, I'll tell you what. Here, write another. Listen, can you edit one more page? Can you make it 313 pages, please? And just put a little excerpt in there and say, you know, what happened to you so people don't try to run you over again.
Monty, you and I are on the same team.
Okay. But we're not on the same page, so you better keep that in mind.
I'm glad I made you laugh a lot, and I hope you have a great night.
You too, sir. You have a good day. And in all sincerity, have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, my goodness. All right. All right, I'm going to send that dude a bill, okay? Because I'm not your psychiatrist. I'm not your psychologist. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to send that dude a bill. How much should I send him a bill for? I know right where he's at. So how much do you think I should send him? All right, go ahead. I'll read your comments in the chat log. What do you think? Maybe $100, $75? What do you think? $13.99. I should send him a bill for. That's hysterical. I'm going to send that dude a bill for $13.99. Oh, that's hysterical. See how you $13.99. You guys crack me up. 33 socks. That's what we're going to do. All right, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this up. I'm not taking any more calls. So
But he'll be back maybe
we're gonna
later
wrap this
on
up.
tonight. He'll be back later on tonight, maybe. Oh, goodness. That was quite the call. So at first, I was like, oh, this is set up. But then I was like, what the hell? What's going on here? So it was quite the call, quite the conversation. A lot said in that, and it's just interesting. So I thought I'd put it out there since it's still live. I'll be back within the hour. T Rains is going live. And yeah, he's making a calling out, show too. So calling out the enemy, I guess. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems to be that type of rapture of a day. So call out your enemies. I'll be back in a little while on Mad Mystic. Much love. Be the change that you want to see. Peace.